Hello. So this hands-on project will be on how to create a pipeline in Jenkins using the pipeline definition, um, pipeline script definition, right? And the steps, right? The pipelines will be, um, to clone a Git repository, right? We're going to create a pipeline to clone this repository, right? This repository contains the website source code, right? And also we are going to create a pipeline to build the Docker image because from this Docker file, and also we are going to create a pipeline to run the Docker container. So let's get into it. I'm going to click on new item, and then I'm just going to put a name. So let me just say JK pipeline pipeline scripts. So then I'm going to click on pipeline, right? So I'll click on pipeline, then okay. So we are going to write a script to do this, to generate this. So we can put description, but I'm going to pass that. I'm going to pass that. Then I'll come to script, right? I'll come to script. Let me see. Yeah, so I'll come to script, and if I type pipeline, so I can do pipeline, then this, well, I really don't need to do this. I can just come to try sample pipeline. Then I'll click on this hello world, and then it's going to give me this. So we are just going to use this, right? So we are not going to be using this hello world. So for this one, I'm going to change this one. The first pipeline we want to build is clone Git repository, right? Clone Git repository, and then I'm going to put the argument here will be basically the Git repository. So let me just click on pipeline syntax to get that. So I'm going to come. Let me see. So let me see. I want to get that. So I'll get that from here. Git. I'll click on that. Then I'll come to my GitHub account. Then I'll clone, copy this, and go back. No, go back here. So I'll put paste. Okay. Then we know that the branch is the main branch, right? So I'll put this as the main, and then I will leave that. I will generate the pipeline script. So I'll generate this. So it is the gate, the branch, the URL, right? The gate branch, the branch is main, and then the URL. So I'll just copy this, and then I'll come here. I'll put it, paste. Okay, and that's it. So let's see. Okay, I think everything looks good. So what I'll do is that I'll just click on apply and save. Then I'll click on build now to see if that is successful. So it's building, and let's see if that is successful. Okay, so it looks like it's successful. Let's click on that. Okay, console output. See, success. Cool. That's great. So now we are going to build the next pipeline. So let me come back here. So that's successful. So you are going to build the next pipeline. So I'll click on configure, and the next pipeline. So the next pipeline will be to build the Docker image, right? So if you look at this pipeline actually starts from here, right? Here to this place, right? So I'm just going to copy that, copy, and then I'm going to come down and paste. So it's going to be build Docker image. So I'll change the name here to build Docker image, right? And then for this one, I'm going to put the command, the shell command to build a Docker image. So let me just copy that. Just gonna copy it. So it's gonna be this. Paste. Paste. So it's gonna be this. So this basically, we're familiar. This is a shell command sh. Then this is the Docker build and the name of the image is going to be web app, right? And this one is to give a version, right? A build number, right? A build number, to to the image, right? And it's copying this dot, is copying, basically copying all the file, the Docker file, and the website, the index.html, the css.html file, these files here. It's going to copy all that, right? So, so that is done, and then everything looks good. So I'm going to apply and save, and let's see. So I'm going to click on build now. So let's see. So, okay, it's building. It said failed. So let's see why it failed. Console output. Okay, so for this one, it said that said permission denied. Okay, so we need to give permission for Jenkins to be able to communicate with Docker, right? Because this is like you know so I think, yeah, I think I understand, because we want to build a Docker image, right? We want to build a Docker image, so Jenkins should be able to communicate with Docker. So we need to come and do that over here, right? Because our Jenkins, if you look at, let me click on this. If you look at our Jenkins, this is running on an EC2 instance. So if you look at this 118.237, so this EC2 instance here, if I click on it, you see that 18.237. So the Jenkins is actually running on this EC2 instance on port 80. So if you look at this port 8080. So if I click on Jenkins, you see that it's running on port 8080. So now, and the let me come here. Just want to the private IP address of the EC2 instance is 172.31. So if you look here, so I already connected to the EC2 instance remotely, right? So I already connected to the EC2 instance remotely. So I need to give permission. So that's this error here, right, is saying I need to give permission. So I need to get a command for that. Okay. So here will be the command. So let me paste it. So this command basically is the Jenkins user will be granted permission to use Docker command without needing to use the sudo each time. So let's click on this. Okay. So once I click on this, yeah. So the next thing I need to do is I need to um exit Control D, and then I need to exit, then let me see. Yeah, then let me connect back remotely. So copy, then come here. Okay, so what I need to do is that, so once I exit, I need to restart Jenkins. Yes, I need to restart Jenkins. So let me get a command to restart Jenkins. So here is the command. Before I do that, I need to connect back remotely. Connect back remotely. paste. Okay, so clear. Then I need to restart Jenkins, paste. No, 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 this. Here's the command p paste. Okay, so that's the command to restart Jenkins. Okay, it's taking a while. And then once that is done, okay, so once that is done, we check Jenkins status. Okay, so I think that J is capital. So I'll change it to small letter. Okay, so Jenkins is active and running. So now let me come back to um so let me log in again. Then okay, so let's see. So I'm going to let me come back here, and then I'm gonna build again. I'm gonna build again, build now. Let me see. So number three, see that? So let's see. Hmm. Okay, yeah, so it's successful now. So I'll click on that, and then it's successful. So that was actually the problem. So Jenkins actually needed um a Jenkins user needed a permission to be able to use Docker commands. So that was it. So now the next thing is that we need to write the build the pipeline for the to run the Docker, to create the Docker container, right? So let's go back. Let me come back here, come back to configure, and I'm just gonna copy this again. So from this stage, I'm just gonna copy this and then just underneath. So underneath it, I'm just gonna paste. So I'll say build or create Docker container. So, okay. And then I'm just going to put the command. So the command for that, um, so this one actually should be deploying the application. So let me put it as deploying the application, which application, right? So command for that will be the right command. It's gonna be this paste. Okay. So this is expected. I think there's an error somewhere. See expected found. Okay, let me see. I don't seem to see where this is. Okay. Yeah. So now this is usually when you're running Docker, right? This is the command, right? So this is gonna, so what it's gonna do here is gonna create a Docker container named web app underscore CTR. And then it's going to use this Docker image that was built. This Docker image that was built is going to use that. And then it's going to be on, so that I need to change this port because the port in the Docker file, see the port is 8,000. So I need to change this port to port 8,000. Where is it? So yeah, so I'll change this one to 8,000, 8,000, and then I'll also change this one to 8,000. So this port here, this one here is the one in the Docker file, right? This port. Then this port here is the port through which we will access the website, right? This one here, the first one here. So and if we want to access the website through port 8,000, that means we have to, in our EC2 instance, we have to ensure, we have to allow port 8,000. So let me come back to the EC2 instance. We have to allow port 8,000. So let me see. Oh, let me click on this. Then, no, not that. Come to security, and I'll come to security group. Is port 8,000 allowed? Yes, it's allowed. So, okay. So we are good. So, what is it? What's going on over there? Okay. So I think it looks good. It looks good. I'm just making sure that the script is correctly written. Okay. So these are the stages. This is the first pipeline. This is the second one. And this is the third one. Okay, everything looks good. So I'm just gonna say apply. Okay, brought out an error here. What's going on? Let me just make sure. So if I have this coily, this one, it should be 1 year, right? I think it should be done. So this one is open, is open, close, close, open, close, close, open, open, open. Okay, so I think I made a mistake. So there should be, so I think I made a mistake here. I have to be very careful. Cut. So yeah. So just like I have close, close, then I should have close, close, and then after that I have my other pipeline paste. So open, open, close, and then I should have another close, close, right? Close, open, open, close, close, and then open, open, close, open, 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 close, close. So for this open, I need a close. No. Yeah. This can be very the close here. Yeah, to close that. And then this one is for that. Okay, so I think everything looks good now. If you look at it, yeah. So this took a while. Yeah, well, I think it's better we take this time than we trying to come back to, fix it. So this is a script, right? This is a script. And I'm just gonna click on apply and save. Okay, and then I'm going to click on build now. Build now. So it should begin to build. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's looking good already. Like, that's cool. Yeah, and that's it. So it's looking good. Yeah, that's it. So this is successful. See that successful, right? And see the command that we put, this build number 4, right? It exported the image. It's used the image. It's used the image basically. Okay. So yeah. So now let's see if we can um view the website, right? So the website will be on what port? What? 8,000. So I'm gonna get the public IP address, public IP address, then let me open this, paste 8,000. Yeah, and that's the website. So we use Jenkins, right? We build a pipeline. We build pipeline for to clone. So we build pipeline to clone the website source, you know, code, right? To clone everything, including the Docker file that was already created. And then we used Jenkins to build, so which was the second stage, the to build the Docker image, and then we use Jenkins to deploy the application. So this is really, really cool. This is really cool. So this is a pipeline, right? So this is a pipeline. And you know, these are the stages. These are the stages, right? So in fact, this is very cool because even in the build 2, we see that it cloned successfully. It was just the Docker image, and it was because the Jenkins user did not have permission to to write to write Docker commands. So we fixed that. And let's just go back. And so these are the stages, and you know, and that's it. That's it. Okay, cool. Be able to do this with Jenkins. Cool.